Let's get good. I am the gamer under development, and this is Stoneshard. Today we're going to be testing out something a little different than what we've done before. We are in a staff and pyromancy build here. We'll be taking a look at this. We have the same quest we had last time to go to Bastion near Voost. We're really just doing this to test out the pyromancy skill tree and a little bit of the staff skill tree. It's really interesting because it does look like the staff skill tree is designed to just basically knock things back and stun things. It's essentially there to help you maintain distance so you can spellcast, at least it seems like it. And I'm really excited to try out this incineration effect. Now what that does is if you get burning on something, this will basically take the burning off and hit them with a bunch of burst damage. So if you're encountering multiple enemies, it's a way to basically burn someone down really, really quickly. That way you can focus on the other enemies. Now we do need to keep track, so we're right here. We need to go 1, 2, 3 more up. So that means we will basically go up here. And now we should be right here, which means that we should encounter the road. We're probably actually just going to follow the road. We don't mind running into enemies on the road with this particular episode because what we're really trying to do is test out the capabilities of the staff and pyromancy trees. So here we have hit the road. This should be a three-way road, so we should see a path going up here relatively soon. We do in fact see that. Oh, and ironically that stuff just seemed to have appeared there. That's just, yeah, somebody's funeral cart got robbed and we just took a gold tooth because we are not bandits. Anyways, continuing on up here, we should be able to follow this road and then hang a left, and that should take us towards where we're really going. What is this? The Abbey of the Holy Revelation. So we could theoretically go back to the Abbey from the prologue, but I don't know if there's even anything there anymore since we kind of, you know, killed the main guy there and all that stuff. There'll probably be more there in the future as the game is more developed. I think we might just pot shot this rabbit here. Oh yeah, that's a dead rabbit. That's a dead rabbit. There's actually a really, really interesting skill here, and I'm trying to remember the name of it, which one it was, rather. There's one that I think jumps you backwards. Was that under the staff tree? Yeah. Okay, so there's a staff skill called Peacemaker. Hello. Talk about a chance to test things out. So let's look at some of our new fire abilities. We have Ring of Fire. Also, we actually gain more damage if we're on fire. So if we cast this, and then we walk into our fire, it'll actually cause us to get even more damage. And that is basically due to some of the passives in the fire tree. Now we're gonna call down Magma Rain, right? So if we call it here, I wonder if it actually doesn't hit outside of that. We can try it. Yeah, so it doesn't hit outside of that, but that's okay. We can now try Incinerate on this guy. Oh, wow. That just, yeah, so that consumed the burning effect on him, or it should have, and now we're out of mana. Ooh. So that's not good. Let's see, what can we do here? I guess I should have gone heavier into Willpower, which would have given us more mana. I didn't think about that. I just went for... Or did I? Hold on a second here. So I went pretty heavy into Willpower. That reduces energy costs, but I don't know if that actually increases your energy. It doesn't. Vitality does, but I also raised Vitality to 17, so we should have plenty of that as well. Summons a firestorm over a large area. Oh, wow. Okay. So we do have quite a few different spells to play with here. I'm gonna go for this one. We haven't tried this out yet. This is Melting Ray. Shoots a ray of fire towards the targeted tile. The ray deals 10 fire damage to each enemy it passes through, with a 61% chance to ignite them. When reaching the targeted tile, the ray explodes in a small area, dealing 24 damage to all enemies. Each enemy on the ray's path... Wait. Increases the damage of the explosion. So if you get enemies between the ray, that'll increase the damage of the explosion. And then we already tried Magma Rain, which leaves a puddle of magma for 9 turns. Standing in magma deals 6 fire damage with 5% chance to ignite and applies minus 5% fire resistance. And then we've also got Inferno here, which we haven't tried yet, but there's nobody close enough for us to really get value out of it. I think Inferno might actually be the one that we're meant to cast on ourselves. Standing in the area of effect deals 20 fire damage. And I'll show you guys what I meant real quick about the passives. So we have passives like this, replenishes 5% of max energy for each enemy killed with pyromantic spells. That's not the one I was thinking of. Is it this one? Taking fire damage reduces cooldown duration for spells of this skill tree and reduces duration of current negative effects. The higher the damage, the more powerful this effect. So that'll give us cooldown reduction, replenishes 5% of max energy each time an enemy within your vision is ignited. So that's very interesting. Feed the flames. When a bolt from Fire Barrage connects with burning enemies, the duration of burning is prolonged by 1. Increase the range of pyromantic spells, and then each burning enemy within your vision. Okay, so we get a cooldown reduction if we're on fire, so we don't really want to be on fire all the time. Oh, that looked so cool. And it's doing quite a bit of damage. If we inspect this guy, he is down to 50% health off of that one shot. We can also incinerate him here. Boom. But it seems like with the way that this works, what we want to be doing is we want to be burning as many different enemies as we can at once. It seems like the more enemies that we have on fire, the better our actual like buffs and things get. So what we really want to be doing is catching as many of them on fire at once as we possibly can. See, he didn't burn there. We hit him, but he did not burn. And burning is the key here. We do want to make sure that everybody is burning if possible. So we are kind of just moving now. It's weird that this guy hasn't caught fire to me because he's just standing in magma right now. Like, that's legit his situation in life, is to stand in magma. So I'm going to move one step closer. Now he's burning. So we should see cooldowns be coming off of cooldown a little bit faster, things like that. Here we can go ahead and Inferno. That guy is now burning, so now we have 2 enemies burning, which means that we should be gaining some very nice passive energy regen and a few other things, and we can go ahead and continue going after these guys. If we hit him, he should burn for longer because of each of those bolts hitting. He just died, though. He just died, so there was never any chance. And this guy also just died. Alright, so yeah. Burning is cool. Burning ourselves, not so cool. You'll notice, though, that we didn't take any lasting damage from that. So that is kind of nice. And I wonder if we gain some fire resistance somewhere in that passive tree as well. I don't think so, though. Doesn't seem like it. Replenishes 5% of max energy every time you ignite something. So... oh, wow. So blazing enemies reduces their fire resistance as well, so if they get close enough for you to hit them with blaze, which is this thing, that'll reduce their resistance, and then you can really unload on them. Whoops, I was trying to look at our passives again. So 5% max energy for each thing that's ignited. Taking fire damage reduces our cooldowns, increases the range of pyromantic spells by 1 tile, and replenishes 5% of maximum energy for each enemy killed with a pyromantic spell. So basically... and each enemy burning within vision gives you plus 5% magic power and crit. So you basically want to burn everyone. That's the secret to success with pyromancy, is that everything needs to be burning, and everyone needs to be burning. So this will get really interesting, I feel like, when we get to the dungeon and we have a lot of enemies in a more condensed space, where we can theoretically ignite the entire enemy group. I think that would be really, really strong. The problem is we're not quite there yet. If we run into a couple of enemies here that are together, that'll actually work out quite nicely for us testing it. Deer has become hostile. Look, deer, look, we're all good. We got no problem with you. We did take some damage there, probably from me experimenting with setting myself on fire. I guess we'll use our doctor's kit here to perform surgery, which does consume the doctor's kit. So now we're out of the ability to sort of fix any injury, which is no big deal. I think we'll still be fine here. It's very interesting that part of the kit does involve setting yourself on fire, but it does seem like that is the most sort of minimal part of the kit. Okay, so we've got another mage here. We're going to try to set him on fire. He did not burn, sadly. What about Melting Ray? Now he's burning. Okay, so he's burning now, which means that we're going to gain a little bit of extra oomph to our stuff. We could Inferno here, but there's not enough targets close enough. So instead, I think what we'll do is we'll just Magma Rain, potentially catch that guy on fire. Looks like not so much. How much longer is this guy burning? He's burning for 3 more turns. The goal here is essentially to burn as many people as possible at once. So we're going to be trying basically to do that. Not a great amount of range on those. I guess we just want to kind of move closer to enemies that we would like to ignite here. Probably want to hit him with these so that it'll extend his burn, but he did just die from that, so maybe not so much. We can put down Scorch here, but it's not going to do a whole lot for us at the moment. Now, Inferno, on the other hand, if we could catch 2 of them in Inferno, that'd be really good. Okay, let's keep going. We're getting them all kind of in a tight, condensed area here, which is good for things like Inferno. So now we have Inferno up. This guy is way too close. So I think what we're going to do with him is we're going to go for Peacemaker. How is he out of range for Peacemaker? Does it require a range of 2? Range is 1. He's right next to me, game. Right next to me. I'm going to activate Unwavering Stance, which is a staff skill that makes it so that we block better. And if we block, it continues to stack that buff up so that we can continue to block. And now that they're right next to me, I think I'm going to activate Scorch here, which should increase our fire damage to this guy, and now they're both on fire, so we should be also regaining energy and things at a nice rate. Let's go ahead and use our 4 to try to set him on fire. Didn't quite get it there, unfortunately. What we can do, though, is this. Set a little more fire going. So we are taking quite a bit of damage here. Oh, this is where I retreat to. Okay. Well, now we're trapped by fire, so if we retreat, we're just gonna get burned. So not necessarily the best option. I guess we'll use our 3 here, which is Hail of Blows. Strikes 2 times with minus 54% damage, but the second attack has a chance to daze. If both attacks connect, then you'll strike a 3rd time and knock them back. Potentially. Well, we knocked him back and he died. In this instance, we still have no safe path to retreat, so what we're going to do instead is go for Melting Ray on this archer. Now he's on fire, which is nice. We are very, very wounded right now, though. This is not going quite the way that we had hoped. Oh, and we're dead. Okay. Well, that was relatively quickly. So Pyromancy is a lot more dangerous, it would seem, to use than our daggers were. Although, honestly, that also seemed like me just not really knowing what to do there. So I think what we're going to do here real quick is we'll just go sell a bunch of our stuff again, get kitted back out with our Pyromancy set, and try again. We might just sort of wander off this time and see what we can find. I know there was another, like, crypt thing over here and that enemies spawn near that. So we could potentially find some enemies there. I don't feel that we got a really good showing of what that is, though, so let's just sell all the things that we can sell. I'm gonna keep that ring because we could end up using it. Probably end up selling all this. Really just kind of trying to quick sell here so we can get back out on the road and give this some more tests. Obviously, that did not go as I had planned. We didn't look anywhere near as dominant as we did in past tests with our other stuff. So there is an identification scroll here we'll take. There's another identification scroll, which is not going to be too much benefit to us at the moment. We're going to use this one to check the ring out. It's got unholy resistance, kind of alright. Doesn't really have a whole lot to it, though, so unless he has an enchantment scroll, which it looks like he does not, we're probably just going to dump this. Seems good. Okay, so we will probably pick up this meat here so that we have something to kind of travel and eat. And then we'll sell this. I'm honestly just kind of dumping loot into this vendor right here because I'm not as concerned about getting the maximum money as I am about just getting us back out on the road. So I'm gonna go talk to this guy. Hey, what's up? Hear about my reward. Thanks, give me money. Okay, what quest do you have? Give me intercepted reports. Deal. Let's go back down here and grab... Hello there, gentlemans. We do have the opportunity to change the skill points that we're assigning here, but I still feel like getting 18 points in willpower is the right route, and then maybe dumping the rest into vitality. It doesn't increase your energy or your health that much when you dump into vitality, which is something that's kind of surprising to me, because I expected that to kind of do a little bit more for us, but it really isn't. I'd also like to sell these. Hello there, friend. Let me sell you this, and then we'll go back and grab our staff back at home. And at home, I mean, or by at home, I mean the inn. And then once we get our staff, we also need to repair it to make sure we're good to go. I believe we already filled our water skin, but I'm going to do it again just to be safe. And then we're going to go into the inn over here and grab our staff, and that should be us ready to head out. I believe there was a crypt to our left that we could maybe go poke around at. We do have the quest if we wanted to sort of continue on, but I don't think that we necessarily need to. I'm going to buy another thing of meat here just because. Nice to have plenty of food. And then we'll go grab our staff and try again. That was ridiculously fast that we kind of fell over there. And, like, it was probably my fault. Like, if I'm being realistic, I probably did something incredibly wrong there and didn't realize it. But I didn't even, that last fight, I didn't set myself on fire or anything. I just basically wasn't in a position to survive. Okay, so we're gonna pull this off. Pull this off. Pull all of these skills off, and we're just gonna go grab the skills that we want again. And I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to our stabs here. Grab this bad boy, which is the knockback. We're going to grab our step aside. This is another knockback. And then Peacemaker is our retreat knockback. And Unwavering Stance is just a buff. So we'll throw that on there as well. And then we're going to go to our Pyromancy and grab all the things out of there real quick. So we do want Inferno. We do want Magma Rain. We want Incineration. I feel like maybe the mistake that I made in that combat was not using Incineration soon enough. Incineration seems like a very, very strong ability that I was not taking enough advantage of. So Step Aside is the high knockback chance. This is hits all surrounding enemies and escapes. This is also a knockback. So we're probably not going to be able to fit everything on bar 1 here. And that's a little bit inconvenient, but it's not the end of the world. I think what we'll probably do then is we'll just put all of our, now that I think about it, we'll just put our staff stuff on 1, and then we'll put our fire stuff on 2. And that will allow us to grab this, grab Ring of Fire, grab Blaze. Now Scorch is right here. Targets affected by Blaze gain minus 15% fire resist. So that's the one we really, really want to hit. The Ring of Fire actually kind of traps us, and I don't think that that skill is actually that beneficial in the long run. I mean, I'm sure that it's useful if you're completely surrounded, but otherwise it feels like it's honestly a little bit better not to use that skill because it does kind of lock you into place unless you want to eat damage trying to escape. So we really don't want to use that one too bad. Although I do want to point out that with the retreat skill from bows where you jump back 2 spaces, you could in theory jump out of the Ring of Fire, so like maybe bow and pyromancy is a little bit better. And that's definitely a combination that you can consider and try. What was I going over here for? That's right, I wanted to come to the carpenter and get our staff repaired here for a moment. So we're gonna go ahead and ask if he can repair that for us. And then we're gonna head on out. Now we have a couple options here. We could head towards the quest, which is what we did last time and got wrecked. The other option is we could just kind of wander off to the west here. I did forget to grab our map. I'm not even gonna go back for it though, if I'm being honest. I'm just gonna buy another map, because why not? They're not that expensive. Oh, they're free. Okay, free is good. So there's also the Darkened Vault over here. I think we'll just walk towards the Darkened Vault. There were some enemies out around that. I don't want to necessarily spend all the time trying to get back to the other thing. I'd rather just kind of look for encounters here as quickly as possible so that we can really get our hands on testing these out. Don't want to open with our staff stuff, although we do potentially want to buff with Unwavering Stance as soon as we start. I think archers are a legitimate problem for pyromancers. Like, I should have maybe been focusing in on killing the archers a little bit more, but I think at the time I was just kind of enjoying the kit and trying to figure out how the kit works a little bit better. So that's probably a big part of why I died. Because I wasn't thinking tactically, I was just sort of testing out the fire stuff, which was probably a bit of a mistake. I mean, reasonable to say that was a bit of a mistake considering that I died so quickly. And we should be right here, so the Darkened Vault should be just next to us. There might not be enemies around it until nighttime though, so that's something for us to consider. Worst case scenario, we can always hit the road on the way back and see if we run into some bandits. Alright, so here's the Darkened Vault. Not seeing any enemies around it at the moment. Nighttime, we know that like zombies and stuff will pop up out of here, which is super fun, by the way. So we might actually just rest until nighttime. That's definitely an option. I don't think we can go inside without a quest. Oh, we can. Okay. Are there enemies in here? Hello, Darkened Vault. Yes, there are. So this will be an interesting test since these are enemies we had trouble with when we were using physical weapons. We'll see if we do a little bit better against them with fire. Okay, so we scorch him to increase his, or reduce his fire resistance. Boom, hit him with Melting Ray, now he's really on fire. I'm actually going to swap up here and trigger Unwavering Stance, and then when he closes in, what I'm going to do is use our Peacemaker to jump back. Okay. Didn't do much because it only gives you one space, which is unfortunate, but that one space is enough for us to trigger Incineration without being in the blast. Very nice there. Very, very nice. We do want to wait until that fire goes out now. Oh, hello, another enemy. Okay. So now we've got another guy here. We can go ahead and Inferno if we want to. That'll really catch him on fire there. And then probably go with Melting Ray here. Wow, alright, so he is melee range with us now, which means we want to use our knockback attack, which is this one. This one has the highest chance to knock them back, I think, base. Perfect. Okay, so Pyromancy, very, very effective against these skeletons. Oh wow, and look at that, 2 enemies just walked into that, and it was like Christmas in July for a moment. Oh no, that's just 1, I thought that was 2, but that was just a dead one as well. So with Pyromancy here, we are able to just kind of pick everything off before it even gets near us. This is actually looking much, much stronger as a means of controlling choke points in dungeons. I think we're actually getting quite a bit of benefit out of that. Oh, there's another guy. He's got a big old hammer, which is no fun. Let's go ahead and just do this, because I assume that he's in one of those hexes. He is indeed, or one of those squares. So because he was there, even though we couldn't see him, we were able to damage him. And that's looking like one of the major boons of this particular spec, is being able to kind of control the map a little bit better. Oh yeah. Okay, so Pyromancy has some very cool stuff going on for it. Very, very cool stuff. Come on in. Walk into my firestorm, buddy. I probably could have saved that spell until after he had walked into my firestorm. Might have been a little bit more wise to do that. But it's honestly okay here. We're just gonna kind of chill and wait for him to get closer. Then we can Melting Ray. As the Melting Ray lands, he dies. Nice. Okay, so yeah, I'm starting to see the value of Pyromancy as far as just control. Ooh, ouch. Traps. Oh, hello, I didn't see you. Now we're really gonna have to tangle with a spellcaster, so that's kind of fun. What we can do here is go ahead and increase the duration of their burn with that. Now this is interesting, right? Because now he's got 9 stacks of burning. I want to take a look at Incineration here. Extinguishes a burning enemy, causing a violent explosion in a small area. The explosion deals 15 fire damage with a chance to ignite each affected target for 2 to 4 turns. Each remaining turn of the extinguished burning increases the spell's damage by 30% and ignition chance by 100%. So basically, because he has 9 turns, there's a real good chance that we get a ton of damage here. Oh, did you guys see that? That was like 180 something damage. That was nuts. And now we just kind of wait. Best part is we're not destroying gear too much. It looks like we're still able to kind of get loot from people, which is cool. Hi there. You're a little close for comfort. We're gonna probably use our staff to get a little bit of distance here. We'll use Peacemaker to jump back 1, really only gaining 1 hex of distance there. But the other thing we can do is blaze him early. Oh, and he didn't decide to move in, which was a mistake on his part for sure. And then I think what we'll do after that is we'll probably just Magma Blast here, which does give us sort of control of the hex, because it means that he's got to move through fire to get us. Now he's kind of burning. How burning is he, though? Because if we incinerate here, we might just kill him. 3 turns of burning here, so we're looking at an additional 90% damage. And he's dead. Wow. Okay, so we have found the power in the flames right now. Wow, wow, wow. And our magma is still here. We actually have to wait for that to dissipate before we can continue forward. Okay, so Pyromancy is strong. Y'all heard it here first. I'm not surprised. I mean, obviously, it also has its risks. If you run out of mana, you're kind of in trouble here. If you place Pyromancy effects in a place that you need to move, you're kind of in trouble because you have to move through it. That being said, at least you do get better cooldowns when you do that. Let's go ahead and fix our right leg here. We're going to perform surgery. And I'm not breaking many of these pots or anything. We could do that. I'm just kind of speeding through because we're really just looking to test out our damage against enemies. Kind of wish that I had gone to the top dungeon now, because I probably would have found a boss there. Not sure if we'll encounter a boss here, but we can try. It'll be interesting if we do encounter a boss here without a quest. That would be kind of a nifty thing. If you could just kind of go grind XP on dungeons and find bosses, I would be okay with that. Here is one of the shrines that we would have had to have disabled if we did have a quest here. Oh, hello, Skeleton Swordsman is discovered, so let's go ahead and do this. Alright, feel free to move through those flames there, bud. You move through all the flames. Here, have some more flames to move through. Okay, you just move through those, and what I'm gonna do is just wait for you to die. Hi there. You look like you could use a little bit of fire. Okay, you will notice that we did destroy that door there inadvertently. That's something to consider, since doors can provide you cover to rest. If you do destroy those doors, then you're not going to be able to close them to rest later. There is an undefined shield here. We'll just grab it because why not? Alright, This is interesting. What is the deal here? Dirwin performs an unholy ritual and receives unholy blessing. Ooh, that's cool. That is super cool. So we get additional damage and stuff because we committed an unholy ritual. We are the bads. Oh, hello there. Let me just, do this. Get toasted. While we're at it, have some magma. Still going? How about we just explode you? Not going anymore. Wow, that, incineration is just really, really strong. Incineration has shown itself to be a true powerhouse ability. Does a ridiculous amount of damage, and just kind of grounds things almost immediately. Do we have... Alright, it looks like we're pretty set here. Oh wait, no, there's more up here. Yeah, I'm very fond of incineration. Incineration seems to be the bread and butter of this spec. That does mean, though, that since incineration is the top-end skill, before you get that, the spec is not necessarily as damaging. See, like, that guy is now super toasted. If we were able to incinerate him, he would just take a ton of damage. He's at 9 stacks of burning. 9 stacks. That's insane. Let's go ahead and incinerate him. Boom, he's done. Hi there. Have some fire. It's actually nice to open with Fire Barrage here, since it does increase the stacks of burning. If you can essentially ignite them with that, and then ignite them with other stuff, and then additionally use that to stack even more burning before you go for the incineration, you'll get a ton more damage. So you can stack quite a bit of burning here. Oh, he's dead. The problem with stacking burning is that 9 times out of 10, they're dead. This is locked. We'll go ahead and pick it. Hello? Oh, there's 2 of them there. Okay, so this has the potential to be pretty fun. We're gonna back up 1 here, and we can actually use our ray attack correctly now, although we'll want to wait 1 turn to see if that mage closes. He's not closing. Now he is. Okay. So now we can use our ray. It should do more damage because it's passing through someone. So yeah, we got a little bit of damage on the guy it passed through. It should have done a little more damage because it passed through him. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and use our Ring of Fire here. Or are we? No, we're gonna incinerate here and try to kill this guy before he becomes a problem. Too late, he is too close. In that case, we need to use our knockback attack here. Oh, what happened there? Did he just counter crit me? Like, did you guys see the chat scroll that was like, hey, guess what? No. Use Peacemaker here to jump back a little bit. Okay, we may have reached the point where we have slightly overstepped. Apologies for that, folks. My phone just decided to ring. Give me 1 second to deal with this. There. Alright, so let's go back here. Ouch! But he did burn to death right there, so we're fine. Let's go ahead and... Nope, we don't want to be using that. We want to be using this. Actually, what we want to be doing is... Hello, thing. Can I drop my magma? Thank you. Drop the magma in that hallway to make sure we get the spellcaster burning. Oh, what the heck? Did they just revive that guy? How much health does he have now? He only has 50% health, though. So what we're going to do is swap back up to our staves here, and we're probably going to go for Hail of Blows on him. So we did get that nice knockback there on Hail of Blows. Now we can also use our escape again, which will kill him. Quite nice there. And then we're going to go ahead and try to finish off this caster before he reses him again, because Good riddance. Oh, he dropped the dagger treaties. That's pretty cool. Hello there, friend. Get cooked. Come on, drop the flames again. Beautiful. Just beautiful. If we can move here without picking stuff up, we might even be able to blaze this guy as he comes in. He's actually not going to close on us. He's just going to burn to death. Kind of fine with that. We are kind of burning all the sarcophaguses in this tomb, though, too. You can see the damage going through on those sarcophaguses. Is this something I can walk on now? It is. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Just making sure we're safe there. Look at all that loot. I've never seen an enemy revive another enemy before like that. That was actually kind of scary. Okay, so that is it for this little dungeon. We've kind of explored our way through as much as we can since we do not have a quest here. We did get a better taste for how the... Oh wait, no, there's another room. There's another room. Let's go explore this room. Hello there, what are you? It doesn't really go anywhere else, but we'll pick this lock and see what we find. Forbidden Grimoire. This item is required to receive the reward for your contract. I don't have a contract here, but I'll take it. Not sure what that's all about, but I'll take the hidden Grimoire here. I wonder if the quest that he has for this dungeon is actually still available and that's the reward for it. That's very interesting. If that's the case, then the quests run for a set amount of time, and if you complete them in that time period, whether you have them or not, you can come back and turn them in. That being said, though, folks, we have kind of reached our time limit here. Maybe we'll run it back real quick just to see. We're not super far away. Maybe we will. Let's do that. Let's run it back real quick just to see if we can then take the quest and turn this in. Because we shouldn't encounter too many enemies. If we come out of here and it's night and there's a bunch of enemies around us, though, I'll probably just call the video there. Nope. Oh boy, there are a bunch of ghoul things. Hello there. You things don't look like a lot of fun. Get toasty. Get more toasty. Alright. More toasty. Okay, he's dead now. That's a step in the right direction. Oh boy. I think we're actually trapped here. Oh, that's easy. Incinerate, he's done. Okay, so now we killed those guys. Oh, there's like 2 of them down there, though. And there's still no way for us to get out without fighting them. Yeah, that's probably going to be it for this one, folks. Maybe I'll go ahead and finish this out and then let you guys know if we can actually turn that in. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, make sure to go ahead and give us a like or subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time. Bye!